for accidentally getting a intro song. We did well.
Yeah, we did.
And I like how much Jared likes it.
He loves it.
I'm committed. Emmy does a good job too.
Emmy
the
is
head
very
bob.
good at the head bob. She didn't play. Oh, there she did. She gave us a little Emmy at the end. We're back. I mean that in several ways. We're back from our technical difficulty. Are we good, Jared?
Oh yeah, we're good.
We're all four in studio. Meaning
Yeah.
back. Anyway, we are The Pivot. We are brought to you by Vast Bank and Vast Crypto. We are executively produced by the Toby Biocchini, who hopefully is going to win Race League, because we aren't. None of the three of us. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm glad to be back. I was upstairs. I heard chatter down in the studio and everybody laughing, getting ready for the show. And then I came down and asked if everything worked, and hell broke loose.
Yeah.
And then everything stopped working.
Everyone stopped working.
Nothing worked. But I think everything works. So let's try it.
Aw, yeah.
I think it's working.
We're good.
So anyway, if you're in viewing, thank you. If you're watching it later, thank you. We did cross the 100 subscriber mark. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So now we have a new goal, right?
Yes. 1,000.
150?
No,
Well,
1,000.
obviously 1,000.
We're going straight to 1,000.
Yeah.
But pick up 50 here pretty quick would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can we start there?
Picking up one would be pretty cool. One more would be nice as well.
You just 101?
Next goal, 101.
When Jared is shooting for the stars right now, I mean, his goals are just monumental. Let's just get one more.
One more subscriber.
One more. Let's call it a day.
Good. We'll call it, and then we'll decide whether we need to do a season 3. Right? I mean, we may have already accomplished everything.
It has taken quite labor of love to get to 100.
100, yes.
From 98.
Yeah, 98. We've been
Right.
there for 2 weeks.
I'm still not a subscriber, so wow. Probably gonna just hit the not on
That's
that.
YouTube telling us to pull the plug.
No, that's probably one of my clients wanting me to do my real job. So we'll wait on that. Yeah, I think different client wanting me to do my real job. Okay. Well, how are you guys? Emmy,
Good.
Okay, Emmy, how about you? You flew in to do the show. We appreciate it. You doing good?
I'm doing well.
Okay. You have a good Thanksgiving?
No.
You did not.
It's
Do you want to share any of that before I jump into that? I don't know.
Um,
This is the first rule of being a lawyer is never ask a question you don't know the answer to. I just broke that rule because I had no idea how our Thanksgiving went. Do you want to share or not share?
I was in Hartford, Connecticut
That sounds wonderful.
at an airport hotel
Oh, lovely.
with my view of the jet bridge that I got off of the night before and that I was going to the next morning.
The life of a stewardess.
So exciting. And I ate a Frito chili pie for my Thanksgiving meal.
By the way,
Ooh.
what a good call.
That is a good call.
I mean, that's just a good call. I had a Frito chili pie this week. Wow, must just be something in the air. I mean, you love a good Frito chili pie too, don't you?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I heard
yeah.
Gerald had an actual physical reaction to you
Like,
saying
Yeah.
chili pie. So, well, good. Julio, what about you? Good Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great.
The reason we're doing this is because our hindsight of our teams, there's just no reason to talk about this. So hindsight's now become, how's our families doing?
I think we had a good week last week.
We
I don't
did
know
it-
why I keep
We
saying
did
that.
not. You guys did. I
Well-
did not. I didn't even know what the team
We didn't have a team collectively.
right.
We
So I
all
don't know
just
how the
kinda put our
team
teams
did.
together.
Anyway, how's your family? Then we'll move on to
Everyone,
that.
Thanksgiving was good. Spent it with the parents and the wife and kids.
Dr.
That was
Quadra's good?
Yeah, it was good. Won the Pro-Am.
Oh, you did win the pro. Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You had a young partner. She looked like she might have.
Yeah.
she might have carried.
She was the pro. She was good.
Well,
Very
good. Kids are good.
Kids are good.
They've got their Christmas list for Uncle Jared and Uncle Matt.
Well, now it's particularly for Uncle Jared.
Yes.
But yeah.
we all have Christmas lists for
Yes.
Uncle Jared.
I'll be slipping my Christmas list here shortly. In fact, I'm not going to do picks. I'm just going to go over my list here.
Emmy, get your
Let's
list
do
together
what
for
I
Uncle
want.
Jared too while you're at it. We might have to do top 5 things we wish Jared would buy us at some point.
Yeah, it's gone from the 50-cent pieces to the $50,000 pieces.
Yes. We're just glad, thankful that Jared still has an interest in our little show. Jared, how are you? You
Doing
traveled.
great.
You were the only one that really Emmy traveled. You traveled to family.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were in Bend, Oregon. It
What
was
a
great.
lovely town.
It was very cool.
Wow, we got Gardy too. Hi, Gardy. We're doing a podcast. Is everything okay? Okay, I'll call you back.
This is good.
But
TV.
Good.
yeah, so that was great. That was Gardy. We all love Gardy. I just realized what he's calling me about. It's gonna be funny. Emmy knows what he's calling me about, but we probably should. Yeah. Anyway, Jared, the Pacific Northwest was beautiful. As
yeah, it was great. There was something called a high desert to my right, and then snowy mountains to my left.
Yeah. If we ever have a pivot retreat, Bend, Oregon would be a lovely place to have.
Bend's great.
I'll tell you one place we're not going to have the retreat at.
Memphis?
Grand Junction.
Oh, that's
one of the places, but
'cause I was right.
Shreveport, Louisiana is not.
No, that's not on the retreat
not
list.
on the retreat list. I was just there the day before yesterday.
Places not on the retreat list. We have a chalkboard now in the pivot bathroom. We'll have to come up with a list of places we're not going to have retreats and places we can't have retreats.
Not only was I stuck in Shreveport, I wasn't stuck. I went there on purpose.
That's where where were you in Shreveport?
Shreveport.
When in Shreveport?
2 days ago.
Okay.
But I had sushi in Shreveport.
That sounds awful.
Bold move.
Bold
move.
Louisiana sushi.
Was this Shreveport airport sushi or just Shreveport little place off the?
I spent the day in Shreveport.
Okay.
It's not.
It is the home of the Lawnmower Bowl or whatever the Weed
Independence
Bowl.
Bowl.
Yeah. What one time known as the Weed Eater Independence Bowl, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we'll move on.
Sorry.
So let's do hindsight 2020. Jared, since you did the team that you entered Ray's League for the pivot. Sorry, we didn't have a show last week. We obviously.
Yep. The internet in Bend is not as good as the scenery in Bend, so
we'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
Maybe you can afford it.
Yeah. Jared will put up his satellite tower.
I am Red Ryan Fiber. That's
catchy. I like that.
That is kind of.
Anyway. What was the show team last week? What did we enter?
I did a Matthew Stafford stack. So I had Matthew Stafford who got 26.98 points. I did Trevor Coleman for the Jets.
Yeah, I would have never started him.
He was only 4,000. I needed some value. Went with it. He was
Did you get your value?
He got me 9 points. So
okay,
not bad. Jonathan Taylor 19.7.
Not bad.
Odell Beckham 19.1. He had a 5 receptions, 10 targets, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
He knew to work him in when I had no say.
Didn't cost me an exemption there.
We probably spent a good 30 minutes on Odell Beckham on the start
on the other show. Yeah. And then I had Cooper Kupp, 96 yards, 7 receptions, and then one 2-point conversion. Elijah Moore got me 9.3 points. Njoku was my salary saver. Tight end.
You had a few salary savers there.
Yeah, and he got 12.5. He got a touchdown this week.
Good call. He did. I went the opposite way. I went Hooper in my lineup, and I had 0. So.
0? He got 0. I wasn't sure. Westbrook Hines, I think is how you say it.
He got a touchdown.
He got I don't know.
You did have a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, all my dart throws got a touchdown, except for Coleman, who at least got me 9 points. And then I had the Jags.
Who did you stack last week and where? So you said you finished in top 10.
I mean, the curse of the juice struck again. I had started Cam Newton, who got benched mid-game.
Yeah, rough start.
But I finished up with Antonio Gibson, who had a really strong game.
He did have a good, strong game.
Played DJ Moore. Played Mark Andrews, James Robinson. I had the Giants defense, low owned. They kind of blew up. Finished 7th overall.
Nice.
I think our cash lineup did well.
Yes, we won again.
And I think one of our value plays
It was a tough week
hit.
for cash lineups. There were a lot of pros that scored under 60 points in cash lineups.
Yeah, it was a slow week.
Juice Jr. might have been one of them. Not that he's a pro.
I think if we played our cash lineup again, we would have been top maybe 5 in Ray's League.
Were any of you even thinking about starting Fournette this past week?
Yeah, Fournette was. Yes, he actually made my lineup at a few different points.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even look at him.
Who's the other one that scored 4 touchdowns?
Who is the value play I gave us in cash?
Oh, yes, the running back Hollins, right?
Hilliard
for Tennessee.
So I was the only one in Ray's League that started Hilliard, and I have to put that was 100%. Julio, give me something. It's 11:58. Well, my buddy said Hilliard had 10 targets. Let's do it. So I really tried to go value running back, high receiver. I got burned because McLaren didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And ran it back with the Seattle receiver. Lockett didn't do much for me. If those two had blown up, I would have finished up there with you guys.
Yeah.
It was a hard week.
It was a tough week.
Hard
week. A lot of people struggled. Anyway, really quickly, what was the nuts? What was the Millie Maker lineup? Do you have that there?
I don't have it because I wasn't able to enter it this week.
Oh, that's right. Anyway, you guys can look it up. It wasn't what we played, but
no,
I'm guessing it included some Hollins.
It definitely Fournette. Yeah.
Wasn't there somebody else that scored a bunch of touchdowns?
Yeah, there was.
This week?
I can't remember who it was.
Who am I struggling with here?
I know there was another one that had a ridiculous game, but I can't remember who it was.
Am I thinking Jonathan Taylor the week before?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, Jonathan Taylor did have, I think, 5 touchdowns the week before, but there was another person.
Elijah Mitchell blew up, kind of.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, Elijah Mitchell. That's who I was thinking of. He got like 3 touchdowns or something.
I think so.
To quote the Gilcast, he looks like fucking Bo Jackson when they give him the ball.
I know.
He really does.
He does.
Impressive.
He's going to be hard to sit this week, too.
Yeah, I actually had him in my first build for sure.
Especially now that Debo's out, because Debo is actually getting carries. So now it's the Elijah Mitchell show.
Well, transitioning from a week in which we did not win Rays League, we did win cash.
But me and Juice did get 5th and 7th, and then you got.
I couldn't even get it out of my mouth. Like
I was so excited.
Literally where I was going.
It.
I said we had 2 people finish in the top 10. What's the next thing I was going to say? Let's transition to this week where we're going to win by giving them some 50-cent pieces, God. Right? Do we have a lot of 50-cent pieces?
Definitely one of my favorite artists right now. 50 Cent.
Or whoever slapped this bass drum beat together. And
Matt, we've gone. This is 50 Cent. It's called the 50 Cent piece. Until you prove to me otherwise, this isn't 50 Cent.
I cannot say that 50 Cent did not write that bass drop there.
I can't either. Yeah. So I'm going with 50 Cent.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
There are not very many. Thank you. There are not that many 50 Cent pieces.
I can't believe you want to do the show without the sound deck.
I love the sound deck.
Okay, thank you.
I remain quiet.
Stream Deck, and Stream Deck loves you too.
Future sponsor of the show, Stream Deck.
Please, Stream Deck sponsor our show. I want one. It just takes the whole. Yes.
It would take the show from an hour to about 17 hours.
90% of it will be Matt pressing buttons.
Matt just going nuts.
I think it might already be 90% me pressing buttons. But anyway. Give it to us.
Buccaneers, Falcons, 50.5. I would think Buccaneers probably 40 points of that 50.5.
That's their implied total.
Yeah.
40 to 10.
Yeah, 40 to 10.
God, if that's true, Matt Ryan's a great play because they're going to have to score part of that. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Spicy Forward Strategies just reminded us Mixon was another one that went down.
Yes.
Last week.
Thank you. Thank you, Spicy, for watching, and thank you for the reminder.
He just kind of went off basically the whole time.
Yeah.
Like he was in the game is Mixon. Let's see. Chargers Bengals is 50.5. I mean, I love that game, but I feel like I'm always liking Herbert and Burrow, and every time I play those guys, they seem to underperform.
Yeah. I'm like that. Chase, I haven't been able to pick a good Chase game yet. Yeah, that's
in a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
The football team Raiders. Not quite 50, but it's 49.5.
I'm giving you a little betting tip. Take the over on that one, right?
Take the over.
Yeah, that one. I like that game.
I like Heineke more and more as the season goes on.
He reminds me a lot of Jalen Hurts. If you don't watch it, the stats look great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you watch it, you're like, oh my God, I just picked that guy to play quarterback for my fantasy team.
Yeah.
He has a weird throwing motion. We can agree, right?
He does.
Yeah. I love him. He's fun to watch.
Kind of reminds me of Nafy.
Yeah. I love mentioning Brian Nafy. Hi, Brian Nafy. I hope you listen to the show at some point. So.
I do too. You'd be a great guest. Picker.
I'm sure he has so much insight. Oh, and how jacked must he be for Oklahoma State? Anyway, we're not going to talk college football.
What? I'm sorry.
We're not talking about it.
We have got to bring this up.
There will not be discussed. I promise you I'm not talking about it. There will be no Lincoln Riley discussion on this show. I will do a whole other show for you about it, but I'm not going to let my depression come out.
I would like to be a part of that show.
Okay.
Because I have a lot to talk about.
I do too, but we're not. We can't. If we do it, we literally will have the audience.
Whenever Juice sent that text that just said Riley, I had no idea what it was. So
it was Riley WTF.
Yeah,
that was
Riley.
The text.
So I googled it. It's like
the only thing I'm going to say is I think he's a little overrated anyway. So
I agree.
He's just a great recruiter. Gosh.
Anyway, all right.
Back on it. Okay, so 50-cent pieces, is that what we're discussing? I really like Vegas, that game, the 49.5 game. What else? Minnesota seemed like they had a pretty good game, right?
I don't think
It's Minnesota against Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Minnesota probably has a high total themselves.
46.5. It's not up there.
But I'm guessing that Minnesota is 30 of that, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's probably likely. Cowboys Saints is fairly low, 46.5.
That's tonight. That's not even on our slate.
No, it's not. I'm just kind of talking about the games this week.
What's the Denver Kansas City total?
I like that one too.
For some reason, it's not showing up. Maybe because it's on. Is it the Monday night game?
It's Sunday night.
Well, I say that we do this. Let's
47.
47. So not that high on the list.
Let's transition and let's start guessing who the chalk is this week based on who the big games are.
We got Emmy back, so we got
Emmy,
guaranteed first place here.
You kill us at this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is the pro of the group.
Chalky quarterback. I'll start. Matt Ryan. Is he on the main slate? He is on the. Yes, I'll go Matt Ryan.
So are we doing one guess each?
Yeah, we just start throwing out guesses until we get something that finishes
All right,
in the
so
top
you have
five.
you have the top 3 in front of you, right?
I do.
Jace? Okay, so
I went
guess.
with Matt Ryan. It clearly wrong because he's
I'm like having to squint to even see where Matt Ryan is on this list.
okay.
Matthew Stafford. He's got to be up there.
He is not.
What? All right, then Tom Brady.
Hold on. Let Emmy
I'm
beat
having to
us.
squint to
Hold
find
on.
Matt
Hold on.
Stafford, too.
What
Hold
the
on.
heck?
It's Emmy's turn. Emmy,
right.
what quarterback do you think's the chalk this week?
Joe Burrow.
Ooh, not a
Good
bad-
guess.
She did beat us both, right?
Well,
Yeah, we're all squinting. Okay.
He's squinting on all of our answers.
I thought I looked this
let
up.
me make sure something here. Let me make sure I've
thought-
got this correct.
I think your second guess is right.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went Stafford
Yep.
for JMJ. He's like 12th.
Okay.
Wow.
I went
then-
Ryan,
He's like 15th.
and Emmy went Burrow.
Burrow is kind of 13th, 14th.
We all kind of suck.
Okay, so same area.
Wow.
for
At
all
least
of
we
us.
suck together, right?
Wow.
Yeah, at least we stuck
I
together.
Think, I think Jared got it right with the second guess.
What was the second guess?
Tom Brady.
Number 2.
Nice.
I agree. I don't know who's number one. Jared.
We've mentioned him sort of already in the show.
Okay, breaking news. Who's number one?
Justin Herbert.
Ooh.
I would have not guessed that.
Nope.
So, I do think they win that game. If anybody cares.
You think the Bengals win, or
No, I think Herbert wins.
you think Herbert wins? Okay.
I
This
don't
is all-
know.
Okay, I will take you guys through the process when we find out I'm right this week. So,
Okay. So are we going straight to running back?
Yep.
yeah, that was fun. Guessing,
Yeah. Let's
guessing
go to running back.
It was fun watching you guys not guess correctly.
The guy that I was going to guess, I think, is injured.
I have a guess.
You go first, then.
It's Alexander Madison.
I don't think he's the chalk. He's too expensive.
It's Detroit.
I bet he's 7,600.
Yeah, but it's Detroit.
He's not the chalk, right?
He's not the chalk.
Thank you.
Wow, I guess I'm gonna beat everyone.
you know,
in
I think
fantasy.
I think
I like
Alexander-
he's a good pick. I'm with you on him being a good pick.
He's a great pick. Here's the thing.
Here's who I think should be the chalk that I don't think's the chalk. Williams for Denver.
He's up
Javonte
there.
Williams.
Yeah, I think he's going to
He's
have a
up
big
there.
week.
He's 5th.
Sunday night game, I think they're going to feature him.
Oh, we've already said his name. I think I know who the number one is.
Wait, Emmy, do you have a running back for us?
Jonathan Taylor.
She nails it.
Is it number
Is
one?
that it? He's number one against Houston.
She's so much better than you guys at this.
Emmy, next week you're getting a
He's
team.
9,200.
Emmy's going to be
I feel
building.
like maybe Emmy's got some sort of ear pod and like someone's like giving her the answer.
like Mark's back there going, Jonathan Taylor.
It's
Oh,
Jonathan
I'm
Taylor.
just that smart.
I think
Smarter than I
it's
look.
amazing how diversified you are.
You want to hear the top 5?
Oh, wait, is Elijah Mitchell? Is he like number 2, number 3?
He's not.
Oh wow, we're
everyone's
we
dumb in
suck at
fantasy
that.
football.
We literally,
No,
you
no.
and I suck.
No,
at
we're
this
the smart ones. Everyone else is
game. We
dumb.
literally suck. at
Guys,
this
there
game.
are a lot of good running back plays this week.
I agree with that, but they're
uh,
not all chalk.
That's why there's not that much chalk, is because it's really kind of spread out. But Jonathan Taylor's 1, Henderson is 2.
I was going to say Henderson. That's the one I said. The one who I was going to guess is hurt. Henderson's on the injury list, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, Henderson's a great player.
James Conner is 3.
Nice.
Joe
Okay,
Mixon is 4th.
Okay.
Jamal Williams is 5th.
Detroit Jamal Williams.
Yes. Now you got to remember, we live in a salary cap world, and we are salary cap girls.
Yes.
So I mean, we've got to remember this kind of stuff.
Emmy liked that one.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yay.
That was a good one.
Okay.
It was. That was a good one.
So wide receiver.
Yeah, let's do it.
We definitely need to finish on Emmy because you chumps
Yeah.
will never get the first one.
All right.
Hold on.
That's
Let's
what we'll
figure-
do.
God, I'm never right about this. I always want to go. I'm going to go Cooper Kupp. I'm just going to go top of the mountain.
Was you right?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to
course
kind of
not.
correlate this with what the number one quarterback is. I'm going to say Keenan Allen.
He probably pulled it up, didn't he?
No, I
No,
think
I
he
didn't.
actually used deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Which actually makes
Made
me
a
really
lot of
upset
sense.
that I didn't
made a lot of
put
sense.
2 and 2 together. Emmy,
But the way he kind of framed it, like, made me think that he was like pulling a mat and going straight to Lion Star.
Boom.
You know?
I was like typing.
Yeah, right.
Emmy, he guessed number 1, but you want to take a guess on a receiver? Did he get
I
number
mean,
one?
before you guess this, I would use
Your
J&J's deductive reasoning for this.
Who is your quarterback, Emmy? Burrow. Oh,
Well,
okay.
no. Who's the number 2 quarterback?
Oh, okay.
And it was Tom Brady was the number 2.
Right.
Oh, okay. I know who it is. She's like, oh, Mike Evans.
Too much information.
can't-
Tyreek Hill.
He's up there though, right?
He's got to be up there.
Tyreek is not.
He's not on the main
wow.
slate. He's a Sunday nighter.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Godwin is number 2.
Chris
Over
Godwin,
Evan.
number
Oh,
2.
wow.
We're in a salary cap world,
And
we're salary cap girls.
And again,
Yay! So
Hooray.
he's 6.6K. Here's the guy that's interesting to me. Number 3 is who's been blowing up is Jaylen Waddle.
Oh yeah, he had a great week last week too.
I think Tua
He blew up
Waddle.
last week too.
Yeah.
Tua Waddle might be my stack this week. I like it. Very affordable.
Number 4, I would never in a million years have guessed is Deontay Johnson for Pittsburgh.
Really?
He had 10 targets or whatever last week.
Number 5 is probably the darling value play of the week, Laquan Treadwell, wide receiver out of Ole Miss.
Really?
So, yeah, 3.2K. He was targeted heavily last week for Jacksonville. Then Brandon Cooks, who I think has got some sort of injury designation.
He does.
And then
It just
Marvin
came up.
Jones, and then Jawan Jennings.
Wow, I wouldn't guess anything. Okay, let's move to tight
all right,
end.
yeah.
Tight end, where none of us are going to know either. But I'm going to go number 1. I'll start the backup to Waller, who is. Didn't we decide he was French? Moreau.
Yeah, it's something like that. I can't.
Maru.
Maru, something.
The island of Dr. Moreau.
Yes.
Yeah, Foster Moreau.
Is he? Am I,
He's number 2.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good job.
I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna rest on that one.
I'm gonna go with Gronkowski.
Number 3.
Okay, Emmy.
The door is wide open.
If this was,
So much pressure.
what's that show with the Family Feud? She's got to beat the.
I love that show, by the way.
Travis Kelce.
He's not on the main slate.
Oh, that's right.
But Cole Kmet is number 1.
Well, I would have never guessed.
Cole
that. That was a
Kmet,
tough-
really?
Oh.
A lot of people are gonna be disappointed this week if that's the number
He's
1.
got good projections, but Kyle Pitts is 4th. Jared Cook is 5th.
That was an accidental kid clap. Just like to let you guys know. Well, good. With now that we know the chalk, we know where all the crab is being farmed in the Barren Sea and the 50-cent pieces. Let's do some. Do we have anybody that we just? Somebody from Jared's team that he's going to demand that we play in our daily fantasy.
It shouldn't be hard for us to make sure this guy's in our lineup.
Okay, who is the person on your
Alexander
fantasy
Madison.
team that you're going to demand?
He's not
that
even
we
on my
play?
fantasy team, but he's going to be in every single one of my lineups this week.
I like Madison. It's a good matchup. He's a little expensive.
God, he is a little
They
bit
foreshadowed his starting this week, and they raised his
Yeah.
price. This will be the most expensive pay up for Madison in the history of DraftKings, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, this is the most expensive he's been
Ever.
Last time he played Detroit, whenever
He'll smoke him. I agree with you.
Yeah,
It's a great
no,
play.
his biggest game this season was whenever Cook was out. He played Detroit. He got 30.3 points.
He's a great play. Julio, do you have any objection to Madison being forced into this lineup?
Yes.
Oh
I do.
wow! So he's going to have to be okay. So
I mean, I like Madison.
I'm not
don't get me
sure
wrong.
where we are in the producer exemption list right now.
I think it's
Oh,
long
they're
gone.
refunded, and I got
long gone.
them all back.
We are open for donations though for more exemptions. But
If
my-
we get to 150 subscribers, we will give Jared back another production.
I don't know, 30 maybe. I've got 5 back because I haven't failed yet on it.
Yet.
Yet.
I love Madison this week. But
I do love
don't-
Madison. I had him in all my original builds, and that started occurring to me. There's a lot of value at running back, and it allows you to pay up a little bit at the wide receiver. Plus, I love Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about Jefferson when we talk about receivers, but there's so many running backs to talk about. And my issue with Madison is he's 7,600, and you got guys like Elijah Mitchell at 6K.
You
I like
love
Elijah
Mitchell.
You got guys like Jamal Williams at 5.5K. I'm sorry, 5.4K.
I even like the other Williams.
Yeah, Javante's 5.5K.
And he's playing against Kansas City. What are you laughing at?
Spicy Forward Strategy says, can I donate an exemption? And the answer is yes.
If you get 49 of your other friends to subscribe.
There's plenty of time.
Yes, you can definitely give him an exemption.
Antonio Gibson's 5.7K. Gaskin is 5.8K.
Yeah,
Connor's
you hear what we're
5.9K.
saying? You still, that doesn't change you at all?
It doesn't change me at all.
Plus, I love the pivot of playing Jefferson off of everybody playing.
Here's another guy that Jonathan Taylor is playing at Houston in a dome. I mean,
in a dome, Jared.
Well, I know everyone. I know it sounds like everyone's going to do that. Everyone's going to find the cheap value running backs this week. I'm going to do the opposite. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because I love Madison's spot too much to pass up. He's going to be in every single one of my lineups.
It's hard for me to object to Madison being in the. I don't object. I just think that my lock and load would be Mitchell.
I like Mitchell. I like Mitchell a lot.
Let's put in Mitchell and let's put in Madison.
Put them both in? You're good with both of them? I didn't
guess.
think I was going to get permission on both of them. I like it.
Well, with Debo out, I mean, I like in there against the Seahawks.
Yeah,
I like it a
Seahawks
lot.
can't stop anybody.
Yeah.
Plus, the Seahawks are on the bottom end of the curve.
He had 27
you want me to
attempts
explain
last
to you what
week.
the bottom
I mean,
of the
Pete
curve
Carroll
means?
might be the next coach for the OU Sooners.
Jesus Christ, don't do that to me. Stop.
Could be just a trade for USC
Why
coach.
won't they just go get Lane Kiffin, please?
Oh, God.
People are like,
really?
He's a mercenary scumbag. Oh, you mean like Lincoln Riley? Sorry.
All right. Now I'm just tilted.
I love Lane Kiffin. I don't know why you guys don't like Lane Kiffin. Anyway, so Emmy, if you'll give us a view of the DraftKings lineup when you get
can't.
We don't have that this option?
Oh, I forgot to set that up.
Hold on. Let me see if we can. I'll do my part here.
This should be fun.
It won't take long. This one's easy.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy, actually. And I think this is kind of important. We'd agree, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree.
We want you all to see the lineup. We're working on getting this things good for you guys. We're doing this from my old guest bedroom, and it's turned into a great studio. We have a wonderful producer, and it's just really hard to get this crap to work, right?
Yeah, well, we're doing the best we can.
We are. Doing
It's
the
getting
best
there.
we can.
And we have a question, by the way. Gage
Whoa.
or Marvin Jones?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm leaning Marvin Jones.
Let me look at those receivers because I feel like there's got to be some receivers in that price range that I like a little bit more.
I think he's asking you those are who he should play on his team.
Oh, on his fantasy team?
Yeah.
I got you.
Let's move the. Yeah. Nope. That's good. Yeah. Just move it back to DraftKings.
Oh.
I would think Gage this week at home against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is not very good against the pass. I'd probably lean Gage.
Okay. I don't have any objection to Gage.
Yeah.
He got a touchdown last week. He definitely has more touchdown upside than Jones does.
Yeah.
I like Spicy Forward's idea of getting Jared an exemption back, but he's going to have to get some subscribers, I think, to do that.
So did we? All right. So
We got mad at. So flip over to the DraftKings, Emmy, when you get a sec.
We got Mitchell, Madison.
That's it right now. Let's just go straight to defense. Let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do that.
There it is. Thank you, Emmy. Who do you guys like? I'm a guy who I paid up a little bit in my build. I went with San Francisco. I think that Seattle's destined to finish like 4 and whatever. They can't 4 and 13, I guess now. I think Seattle sucks.
Yeah, they've done terrible the past 2 weeks. My favorite one this week though is Miami against the Giants because Mike Glennon might be starting instead of Daniel Jones, and that just seems like. And on top of that,
Plus
the Dolphins,
Miami's a high scoring.
Yeah, they got
defense
23
line.
fantasy points last week. They're only 3,300 this week, and they've got a backup quarterback possibly.
That's a big pay up though. It's a pay up.
3,300.
3,300 for a defensive pay up. That's a tight end price.
Yeah.
What do you think, Julio? What are you leaning towards? He didn't like either of ours, by the way. I could tell.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of paying up on defense in general. But, I mean, I don't know.
I think Washington versus the Vegas is decent. Houston. So what do you like if you don't like?
I mean, I don't know. I'm going to kind of throw a dart out there. The Jets at home against Philly.
I don't hate it. I mean, Hurts keeps throwing interceptions.
Yeah.
And
I don't
Hurts
hate
is
it.
a little bit banged up. I mean, there's a possibility he
That we
might
get
not
Minshew?
finish the game just due to injury. I mean, if he can't run, I don't like Hurts throwing the football.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a cheap play that maybe they get a pick six and
I like it.
They pay
I like
it
it.
off.
I got no objection to it
Nor
whatsoever.
do I. We can go with the Jets.
Want to move over to tight end before we jump into anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Moreau, the guy that I.
Yeah, I like Murrow.
I mean, 2,700. He got the targets with Waller out. Waller's completely out. Carr, they pass 90% of the time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs doesn't ever get very much work.
I like Moreau. I think he's going to be really highly owned in Ray's league.
I agree, and I don't mind punting that position at all.
I think there's a guy that's a little bit cheaper that has
even cheaper.
just as much upside, maybe even a little bit more.
Okay.
Talk to us. Tell us.
Jack Nicklaus's grandson.
What's
O'Shaughnessy
for Jacksonville? Yeah, he does. He
the
has
tight end. Who's the tight end that's been
Arnold.
playing? He's
Arnold.
out for the year.
Yeah, he's on IR.
That's not a bad play.
So he got 5 targets in that same game that Dan Arnold went out.
That might be a good pivot off of Moreau. How do you say his name?
Moreau.
Okay, Moreau. Julio speaks 5 languages. I trust what he says.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think he's just a nice little sort of pivot.
I'll
off
go
of,
with
Moreau.
it. I have no objections on that one either. I
No,
like it.
I think that's a good play. I like it. It saves us a little bit of money too.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of my favorite times of the week. Our stack starts. I mean, as we all know that we traditionally stack our quarterback with receiver. Sometimes we run it back with another receiver running back. We've kind of stopped doing that in Ray's League because we're kind of going with more mentality of a cash league because the scores have not been out of control and people are building more what we call cash lineups. They're not a lot of correlating going on in lineups right now. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't see a lot of correlation in these lineups. Do you? Nobody's picking on games, I don't think. Toby does on occasion.
Yeah,
he does it well.
I don't know if it's nobody's picking on games. It's just not been a good strategy this year. It just hasn't panned out as much.
I think we lost the camera.
Does the camera go out?
Yeah.
We'll keep talking as
Why don't you give us your stack map?
what I built around when I first started, and you know me, I don't play up at quarterback much. While my camera's out, let's switch to the DK lineup. I pay down generally at the quarterback position. I try to find what I think is somebody that in the 5,000 range that I think will get 15 to 20 points. I'm not a big ceiling guy at the quarterback.
I already know who you're going with.
I'm going with Tua. I think I said it.
Oh, okay.
I
All
like
right.
Tua and Waddle. Tua's slowed down a little bit there. He was really hot in the fantasy perspective. Waddle just keeps getting mass volume.
Yeah, he does.
And they're both so affordable. I mean, you're getting both of them for like $11K, right? So that's who I'm not. We're doing no locking and loading into that. That's that may change by Sunday for sure. But that's where I lean to in the first build. So what about you, Jared?
I really like Tom Brady and Mike Evans this week against Atlanta.
Evans' floor is just so bad. That's the only thing about Evans. It's like they just seem to like go large portions of the game where he doesn't get anything, right?
He had 6 targets last week.
6.
And let's see here. What did Godwin have last week? He had 5.
Right. I didn't say let's go Godwin versus Evans. I'm just saying.
I just feel like it's a Mike Evans week, and people probably won't be that excited to play him, so you don't have to deal with. He's only 6,700.
It's a good matchup and a good price. I agree. I'm just a little bit worried about the volume. Just never seems to be there.
I do like Tom Brady and
He's
his bounce back.
very touchdown dependent. Would you agree, Mike Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not pulling a Josiah. Boy, you missed me get pinned by Josiah on Tuesday. Ooh, he's rough, man. Right? I mean, he disagrees with you.
I mean, I think people call that passion, man.
He's just a better lawyer than I am. Anyway, I like his confident takes. Anyway, I don't hate it. You like the Tom Brady part of it?
I mean, I like Tom Brady.
I would almost be thinking I'm pairing him with Fournette right now. He just seems so Fournette dependent right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're not maybe a little bit negatively correlated, just because I think Fournette gets more rushing touchdowns. But I mean, he did get a passing or receiving touchdown last week.
Fournette basically got all the Tampa Bay touchdowns last week.
I guess where I was going to go with Brady is I don't mind playing Brady. As crazy as this sounds, I wouldn't be not open to just doing Tom Brady naked.
Okay.
Try not to pick one of the two receivers.
I mean, because I think there's a lot of pretty good receiver plays out there this week. without necessarily having to stack that game. But I don't know.
Wait, have we done naked yet this year? We got naked?
know if
We
we
did
have.
it with someone. I can't
We used
remember
to be
who
big
it was.
Kyler naked fans.
Yeah, but when
we
you-
might have gone Jalen Hurts naked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was. I think that's what it was Jalen Hurts naked. But I like Tom Brady naked because he spreads the ball around. So
It is
kinda
hard.
like
It's hard. I feel like Godwin's due a big game again because he didn't. I mean, 6 targets for Godwin is like him not even getting anything, right?
No, yeah,
I mean,
it was 5. It was 5 for him, 6 for Evans. Yeah, neither of them.
He's
It was the Fournette show last week, so he
it
got everything.
truly was. I agree with you. I think it's going to be more of a bounce back.
Yeah.
And I do think the dome helps wide receivers. I know that sounds stupid to some people, but playing on it, that's why I love Jefferson this week. Everybody's playing Madison. I love Jefferson playing against those Detroit D-backs on that dome floor. Anyway,
I love playing guys in domes. I mean, that's what I was talking about. Madison and like those guys, right? So,
okay. Well, I don't mind playing Brady. That's an interesting concept of playing him naked. So, who are some of the wide receiver plays we're liking this week?
well, you haven't even asked me my stack.
I thought Tom Brady was your stack.
No,
Tom Brady
I
naked was his stack.
I said I wouldn't mind playing Tom Brady naked.
Hold on. Let me hit something. What button should I hit here?
Just don't hit the want to get high one, please.
I hit them both.
Wow. I mean, now I'm kind of. I don't even know what to do now.
Give it to us. The crowd's waiting.
I think people have given up on this guy a little bit, and I'm kind of feeling him, Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
Mahomes.
Wow.
I would
Wow.
never give up on him.
You'd never give up on him.
I mean, he's at home. He had a rough week against Dallas, right?
Right.
They're playing
But-
Denver.
They're playing Denver, but I just feel like they're sort of finding. They're kind of turning the corner a little bit.
I do think he's going to go way underplayed, right?
I mean, and he's 7,700, but
Again, for those of you out there going, how can you guys play Patrick Mahomes? We play in a league that does allow the Sunday night and Monday night
Yeah.
game on the slate. It's not on the main slate. We get it.
another guy, another play that I kind of do like that is chalky though is I'm always a sucker for Justin Herbert. So
We have not had the best luck with Herbert.
we haven't.
I do think that that's a high scoring game. The Chargers and the
It could be. And then the other game I do like that's in the dome is Derek Carr, Vegas.
he just keeps putting up numbers.
I mean, if you're going to throw the ball 39 times
they
in
throw
a game,
it every time
Right.
they drop back. I mean, every time they snap the ball, they're throwing it.
it's like basketball, right? We're talking about volume. We're talking about
I
shots.
think, and I also think with Waller out there, Hunter Renfrow is
I think he's a good play.
he's a target machine this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't know. I mean, the only pause I have with Derek Carr is that if Moreau does well and we have none of Moreau, it's kind of sort of counterintuitive, if that makes any sense.
Well, if we go with Carr, I'd say we'd switch our tight end to him because
We could do a double stack with Moreau. And,
Yeah.
And Renfrow.
Yeah.
I think that's where the targets are going to go, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we need to worry about Bren or Brian. What is his name? Brian Edwards.
Brian Adams.
I'm not worried about him. Obviously,
No.
we don't think Riggs is going to get any targets this week, right?
Well, Ruggs
Ruggs
I was joking.
he's out.
he's out.
I called him the
permanently.
wrong name in the joke, but I was literally
We knew who
joking.
you were talking about.
Yeah.
He's driving somewhere.
So yeah, he's busy.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually like the Carr play. Washington is the 32nd defense against.
They're gonna go back and forth in this game.
You know who likes this build?
Who?
Lion Star.
Oh.
This was their Carr's their number one value play of the week.
Okay. Well,
Interesting.
Look at the thing. If you could flash to the DK lineup, the thing I'm liking about our team is look at all the green. I mean, our 2 running backs are going against the 30th and 31st. The quarterback's going against the 32nd. Our receivers going against the 29th. Best defense.
Yeah, it's a bunch of good matchups.
and we got $6,400.
Yeah, we can
remaining
play
per
almost.
player.
We can play anybody we want. It just depends now whether we want to split this up or if we want to go scrub star. Right? Do we want to run anybody back with the Washington side?
I mean, is McLaurin is he okay?
He did. I started him last week. He didn't. I was surprised about the amount of targets that he got.
Yeah.
And I think some of that had to do with the fact they dump it off to the running backs so much. Both running backs got tons of targets. Logan Thomas is back. This could be a McLaren game in the dome because he's just so fast, right? I love McLaren. I think he's a great receiver. I just got burnt by him last week.
I think maybe a sneaky run back with this stack would be
Gibson. What do you think about that? He got a lot
He had a good week. I guess he's always questionable, so we really don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was me.
Did you kick the...
Wow,
that was 100% me.
It might have unplugged some stuff.
Nope, looks like it's on.
the thing,
there it is.
Oh.
God, this is awesome.
This is what virtual reality feels like.
That's my foot. That's what happens. We got to get the cords underneath the feet tighter. We had this all cleaned up, and then we had to do it. Anyway.
We had to make some upgrades.
Yes.
Here's my thing with Gibson is McKissick is in the concussion protocol and highly unlikely to play.
Then I think Gibson's
I think Gibson. I think he's in line for even more targets.
Plus, he played Monday night, so they haven't calculated in his game. So 5,700 Gibson playing without McKissick is a steal, right?
I think so.
I think that's a.
Yeah,
I didn't realize McKissick was hurt.
I never would have played him, but I like it.
I do like it, and it leaves us plenty of money at the receiver.
6,800.
We literally can play Cup if we want. We can literally do whatever we want with the receiver position. There's nobody we can't play.
Should we go with Keenan Allen since he's so highly touted this week, or should we avoid that?
What do you mean by highly touted?
He's the number one projected receiver on the week.
He's chalky.
Yeah. You mean ownership-wise?
Ownership-wise, right? Or whatever it is. People think he's going to do good.
We got some interesting plays at wide receiver that are available to us. We have $6,800 with two receivers.
I just want to say I don't object. I know it can be negative correlation. Detroit sucks. So if we want to play Madison and Jefferson, I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I also like your call to do Cooper Kupp because Cooper Kupp, putting him in our lineup, we still have 4,700.
So the Rams need a big get back game, right?
Oh yeah, they've lost 2 in a row.
This would be the perfect spot for their offense to be get back. And I don't know. I love Jefferson as a play, though, this week at 5K or like 5,100.
So on Minnesota, you're talking
Van
about
Jefferson Jr.
Oh, Van Jefferson. Oh, okay.
I like both Jeffersons. I like Justin Jefferson and Van Jefferson Jr. I like this lineup because it gives you a lot of choices. Like if you're listening and you're building around the same plays we are, obviously Tyreek Hill's a good play, Kupp's a good play, Jefferson's a good play, Diggs probably not the best play. Allen, McLaren, T and Chase. I'm not going to argue. Deontay Johnson, Evans. I'm not arguing with any of those guys, right?
I mean, there's a lot of good players right now that are in that 6K range. I mean, we
could go both 2 of them too.
I mean, we still have Waddle that's out there at 6,400.
I love Waddle this week. We've already discussed that.
Chris Godwin's chalky at 6,600.
I think they're gonna copy San Francisco a lot. I think Waddle's gonna start getting carries in the red zone. I think I think Waddle is gonna get a lot of action.
I like Waddle. If we went with Waddle, we still have enough to do like Godwin, Evans, Johnson, Chase. I mean, I like Chase a lot this week. I feel like he's due for a bounce back game as well.
I always like Chase.
We just have not picked him right yet.
I know we haven't. I mean, Jefferson is good.
I mean, Evans is obviously really good.
I love Jefferson. I
don't even mind Tien.
Thielen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Thielen too.
I like Waddle a lot. I mean,
I'm going Waddle, but we could go Thien and Waddle. We could go Chase and Waddle. This is a good lineup. We have a lot of flexibility. We have done this. This is my favorite lineup I've built with these pieces yet.
I would say I would want to go one of the Tampa Bay receivers.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. And it doesn't matter to me which one, whatever one.
I think Evans is probably the right call.
I like Evans a lot. I feel like I think they've played Atlanta once this year.
The only other suggestion I want to in this lineup that I'm going to put out there for us and for the listeners, if you're like Jared and I and you want to play San Francisco or Miami D, certainly do that because that's going to leave you room to play plenty of good plays like a Devontae Smith or Brandon Cooks is hurt. But Pittman, by the way, is another highly rostered wide receiver this week.
So I want to say this. So last time Mike Evans played Atlanta, it was in week 2. He got 9 targets, 72 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
I say Evans is the pick for me, I think.
And let me see what Godwin did that week.
Chase just doesn't get the volume. Can we agree with that now that Higgins is healthy again? And
I mean, he's just been sort of come down to earth the last few weeks. I don't know what it is.
So I'm just
kind of a wall or something as a rookie.
I'm kind of going through the plays that we could play. Tien's coming off a huge game, a multi-touchdown game. I kind of feel like it's Jefferson bounce back, and they could get a big lead and sit people. So Tien's tough. Chase is tough. Deontay Johnson got a ton of targets, but they're playing a good defense. Mike Evans kind of just makes sense, I'm thinking. Right?
I like Mike Evans a lot.
We have a lot of choices at this spot.
And I don't feel like a lot of people are going to be looking at that spot.
Does anything make you want to juice pay up at D at all? Or are you good with the D we're sitting at?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at right now. And I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind maybe the 49ers against Seattle.
I think it's a good matchup. I think that, I mean, that front four of San Francisco is going to sack him at least three or four times.
And it kind of correlates with our running back play of Elijah Mitchell.
You know me, I love correlating my defense with running back.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Well, who does that leave open if we do that?
Well, I mean, we got $100 left over, which is fine.
If we put in Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, we can actually bump up and play Evans? Then I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yes, that's our lineup. If we can play San Francisco and Evans.
Yeah, I love this lineup.
It's the best lineup I've built this week.
Here's what I'm going to do.
I think.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say I hate this lineup because we've loved every single lineup.
Not loved every single lineup.
And you know what?
We have left with some disagreements. I think this week we're actually in agreement. Yeah. I think these are great plays. I mean,
there's no dart throws that I feel in this.
I think we saved our. Yeah, we kept.
I was worried about Madison initially, but this lineup makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense.
If you're not using Madison, I highly recommend using Jefferson. Don't you?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, one of the two is going to blow up.
Yeah, I mean, I like pretty much any Minnesota player this week against Detroit.
Yeah, you can run the gamut. You can play Conklin. You can play Tien. Anyway. I have to admit, this slate, last week's slate was awful. It was like putting together, I guess, rearranging the decks of the chairs on the Titanic or something like that. It just, everything felt wrong. We put this together, and this is how it used to feel when we used to get done. Because we have big lineup capability. So this lineup has big lineup capability.
I'm going to put this lineup in the Millionaire Maker for sure.
Yeah, I like it. I like Carr.
Yeah, I think he's sneaky good this week. I mean,
if
he's going to throw 39 times, I'm down.
I like the lineup.
You love the lineup, Emmy?
I love it. Love it.
Give us some of your favorite parts of it. Or a favorite part, not parts.
My favorite part is that Carr is our quarterback.
Good, I'm glad.
I think Carr is a differentiator for this lineup.
I'm starting to think Emmy's a line star gal.
Yeah. I think maybe she learned from you.
Yeah, how to cheat. I like it. I hope you guys like it.
I like it a lot.
We got some time. Even with our technical difficulties, we got a few questions.
I'd pick up Chuba Hubbard over Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm amazed that Miles Sanders is on the waiver wire in that league.
I think Chuba Hubbard, a lot of people have ignored him because they're on a bye this week as getting picked up too. So, I like Chuba in the long term better than Miles.
Yeah, because McCaffrey's officially out for the rest of the season, so Hubbard's got the job.
And Boston Scott just keeps stealing goal line carries. Yeah. I mean, I don't care if he gets 6 carries if 4 of them are within the 10-yard line.
I think my caveat with that would be if it's a PPR league, definitely Chuba Hubbard because Miles Sanders, they're not throwing him the ball anymore.
They're not throwing it to any receiver.
It's mainly Boston Scott and the other guy.
But last year, that was so much a big part of their offense.
Right. But what I'm saying is that
Gainwell has actually been deactivated 2 out of the last 3 weeks, right?
Last week he was active, and they were way behind, so he was the dude because I kept throwing him the ball. But he's been inactive a couple of games.
I like it. So I'd go Hubbard too. I mean, I'd say Hubbard by far.
So we're all in agreement on Hubbard.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Miles Sanders has sucked all season, so I mean, Chuba Hubbard is the way to go in my opinion.
So in my show chart, we finished build. We talk about Christian's seeding dispute. How did that work out? Did Christian win that? He won that tournament, right?
No. He won consolations. So
I remember he won.
He lost exactly to the kid I thought he was going to lose to, and then he beat everybody else. So he did fine.
And then I have shit on Jared's lineup, but we like his plays this week, so we can't really do that. I mean, you could bring up your your weekly fantasy lineup, and I could make fun of it if you wanted.
I will tell you what's on it because it's great.
I was kidding. Nobody wants to hear it. Thank you, though.
Yep. You're on a winning streak in NBA.
We could. I'm on a 2-game winning streak. After going through a little beat down process, I've lost a lot of close ones.
Yeah.
There's been some close ones. I wake up to find out if I win. I never know going to bed. The games start too late for me. So I never know if I want.
I've had fun with NBA so far this year.
I like NBA. You got any tips for NBA? NBA is a star scrubs league now.
No, I disagree.
I disagree.
I think that this year DraftKings pricing.
Try winning a cash lineup without LaMelo Ball or Jokic in your lineup.
Here's the thing, though, is that DraftKings has been really sharp on their pricing.
They do. They price better on basketball than they do football.
They've really priced up the stars.
They make it really hard.
Yeah, and there hasn't been just tons of great value. So I don't know.
But when LaMelo Ball gets 70 fantasy points every game, it makes it.
Is that what happens? Does he get 70?
He's so good. He's going to be the best fantasy player within the next 2 years. Like
he's on his way.
I mean, he rebounds. He hit 8 threes last week. He has like 14.
There's so many good NBA players.
A lot of good young players.
It's fun to watch.
Anthony Edwards is the best.
I haven't really watched any yet.
Julio knows when he's playing me heads up that if Anthony Edwards is playing, that he most likely should have him in his lineup. If he,
I will say, I love in our head-to-heads watching like as the night progresses, seeing who you're playing.
Right.
Because I try and figure out who you're playing because I know a lot of your plays.
Well, because you know where I'm getting them.
Yeah. Well,
are you doing one tonight? Send me the invite. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a 3-man.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
Yes. He's rich. He's ready to start firing NBA.
No, I'm not rich. I only have $68 on DraftKings. So.
Well, it's $5 to enter this one, buddy.
All right.
This ain't free.
Yeah, I'll do it.
But I did like, a couple nights ago had like almost the absolute nuts on DraftKings.
You did. He almost started the perfect lineup.
Yeah.
It was like 370 points.
I think I finished like 12th out of like 5,000.
Did you enter in one of the big tournament lines?
He does. He always does. He does all the lower ones.
Yeah,
so.
I do the lower ones.
I've tried to talk him into putting him, but yeah. I have played the least amount. Oh, we had a big win this week in the showdown where we do 150 lineups.
Oh, yeah? What'd you
We got 3rd and 5th. We were 1.1 point away. Matthew Stafford had the ball, and all he had to do was complete a pass either to Van Jefferson, Kupp,
Odell Beckham,
or Odell Beckham. We had all 3 of them in the lineup.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he didn't do it.
Man.
Or we would have won the 100K.
Oh, my goodness. That's frustrating.
3rd and 5th was nice.
Yeah. That is. What was the payout on those? Third and 5th?
I can't remember what the total was, but around 20, I think.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, the single entry I entered
more like 30.
Was 12th out of 4,700 entries. So that was a good showing.
Okay, my clients are going to want me to wrap this show up. This is the most my phone's ever rang during this. So... yeah, we did good. We got this show in a good amount of time, considering the technical.
Emmy can get to her nail appointment on time.
Emmy's gonna make the nail appointment. We probably should wrap it up. Actually, she's got some drive time there. So
watch the Jinx. You too.
The Jinx. I am gonna watch the Jinx tonight. I think you watch. Emmy and Jared have never seen The Internship, right? Neither one of you. Okay, that's your assignment. Well, here
can we end on the? Here we go. God.
He knew I was gonna do it. Okay, after we get that, I'm going to hit the button. We're going to bob our heads and get out of here. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. 100 subscribers feels good, guys.
Finally hit it.
Let's finally hit it. But tell your friends. Let's get Jared some more exemptions. For every 50 subscribers, I'll give Jared another exemption.
Yeah. We'll probably get you an exemption by the year 2027.
Yeah, so we'll have his next
That's 10 subs a year. That's great.
Yeah,
I like that.
Season 3 is going to be much more promoted. The ad campaign for Season 3 is going to be something else. Now that we get Jared focused, he doesn't have to do weddings anymore. So
that's right.
Nope. I have one more in Philadelphia in January.
Good for that wedding, right? Whoever's getting married in January in Philadelphia.
I get to see Jared.
You are getting the best wedding cinematographer ever.
I had
so lucky that this is going to be his final cut.
Yep.
Or delete all the pictures if they don't let you.
Wait a second. You're not going to come out of retirement for Emmy and Mark's wedding?
No, I will not.
He will. I mean, he's lying.
You can be a guest. It's going to be in.
Yeah,
that's true. You should be partying with us. I'm just assuming Julio and I would be guests. So yeah, you can be guests with us.
Yeah, I'll bring my wife if that's cool.
No, it's not.
It's
not cool.
I hope I get a guest +1.
No, it's not. It's guys weekend. It's the pivot. Your dates are Julio and me. I think she's going to have the 3 of us as a groomsman somehow, right? Just we'll be representing one. Anything? You got anything else? We got 2 minutes before I've got to turn this thing off.
Nope, I think that's it.
Emmy, you got anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, exciting weekend
Glad to be
plans.
back.
College football's over. You tune into the Lincoln Riley podcast.
Yeah, I want to do that with
you. Guys should.
No, we don't. No, we shouldn't.
We should.
You don't want to hear my take on any of it. I promise.
Yeah, we do.
I'm over it. I may not watch college football ever again. So.
Oh, come on, dude.
Dude, I can't live through the Jeff Blake era again. I can't do it.
It's not going to happen.
I can't watch, what was that guy's name that played quarterback for us oh God, I can't even think
Eric something?
Yes, that's the guy I'm thinking of. I can't do it again. I can't watch him left.
I mean, my freshman year at Kansas,
beat OU.
We did beat OU. I had no idea what to do. I was like, do I root for the Jayhawks?
This is awful.
Like
we're
winning, we're gonna win this game. Eric Moore was the quarterback.
Yes, Eric Moore. Anybody who's an OU fan out there, we empathize with you. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button. You guys ready to get out?
Yep.
Jared, you got any last thoughts?
Nope.
Any crypto tips that you want to fire at anybody?
No,
I don't
have any.
Yeah, you can find those.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, crypto. I am.
That's
Red
a whole
Ryan.
nother channel.
I am
do
Red
that.
Ryan Crypto or something like that.
Yep.
So, okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Did you say you wanted to hear this one more time?
No.
Okay.
I did not say
You
I
wanted to
hear
hear it one more time. Okay. So. Okay. Here we go, guys. Have a good week.
All right.
And it worked. Even better.
Nice.
See, once you get anything going, it just goes so good.
It does.
Other than cameras giving out and stuff like that.
It was a good show.
It was fun.
Aw, yeah. See you next week.
Did you give it a piece?
Yeah.
I like it.